Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Floyd Mayweather gave Guadalajara, Jalisco's finest, Canelo Alvarez, PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. That's right, man. Canelo got his ass exposed to a master boxer early in his career. And he hasn't been the same since. Floyd put the Bing Bings, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Las Vegas Bing Bings all over Canelo. And ever since then, you notice Canelo really isn't in a rush to get in the ring with a slick boxer. Now, you can go back through Canelo's career and you can say, okay, well, he did fight, what's his name, Erislandy Lara. He was a slick boxer. That Lara wasn't Mayweather. That Lara, you can't compare him to Mayweather. He's not going to sit in the pocket, make you miss and make you pay. That Lara would kind of chicken peck you, use his legs, move around the ring, try to make you miss widely, but he's not looking to necessarily counter and capitalize. That Lara was, for the most part, running around that ring. He was more of a runner boxer. He wasn't even a boxer first. He was a runner first, then boxer. So to me, Lara lost his right to complain. But you can see a lot of people thought Canelo lost that fight, and Canelo didn't look good in that fight because he was frustrated that he wouldn't stand in front of him, just like a little spoiled baby throwing his toys out the goddamn playpen. He wants people to stand in front of him so he can hit them. It doesn't work like that. That's not how this shit works. It's like if we're out here playing dodgeball. I don't know if y'all ever played dodgeball, man. There's always that one kid, the little weird one, man, gets mad and wants people to stand there. Yeah, when he hit you with the ball, it's like, no, dumbass. You're never going to stand here and let you hit him. You know what I'm saying? So when I watch Canelo, man, you can see that he didn't like that. And then as he bubbled up through his career, I think when you look at it, right, he got some wins, but he really didn't get in there with the slick boxer. There was Floyd. Let me see, man. Mosley was on the tail end. That was the end of his career. Austin Trout isn't Floyd Mayweather, but he did fight for Floyd after Austin Trout. And Gulu, Lara, again, he didn't like Lara. So out of all his fights, and Austin Trout had some moments. Austin Trout gave him some problems. Floyd, Lara. So Trout made Canelo look kind of crazy. Floyd made him look horrible. Lara made him look horrible. And you bubble on up here. Amir Khan, just ain't had a chin. He outboxed the shit out of Canelo. Then you come on up. Daniel Jacobs, he was afraid to let his hands go. Caleb Plant did pretty good, got tired. But Caleb Plant's a converted. I think he boxes, he's a left-handed. Yeah, so he's a converted southpaw. He's naturally left-handed. So once Caleb Plant, his jab and hook wasn't getting the job done anymore, Caleb Plant was a sitting duck. Dimitri Bivol, Canelo got a little bit more of that Mayweather shit where he started to relive just being outboxed and being embarrassed. And Bivol put the Bing Bings on him. And I understand Bivol's bigger, but what I'm getting at is talking about styles make fights, right? Then Golovkin, Ryder, Charlo, Jamel. Jamel came in there, man. Jamel is not Floyd Mayweather. He's not Bivol. He can box, but he got in there and felt that power, and Jamel decided he was just going to get paid. Munguia is not the Floyd Mayweather boxer. Now you got Berlanga. But the reason why I'm talking about that is because this thing about Terence Crawford. Look. I 100% believe that Canelo has some reservations about fighting Crawford because he said, the styles don't make for a good fight. And now he's reconsidering fighting Crawford. But the reason why he hasn't jumped on it, right, what would be an easy fight, according to him, for huge money, I am telling you, is because of what he experienced with Trout, with Lara, with Trout, with Mayweather. Then going on to Bivol. I'm telling you, Canelo don't want to deal with no boxers, man. And anytime he gets in there and finds himself getting outboxed, even how Amir Khan was doing him, he starts to relive that Floyd Mayweather moment, them Floyd Mayweather moments. And that PTSD flares up. I'm sure when he's sitting there at home at night, laying down, listening to some mariachi and shit, I'm sure he's sitting there and goddamn shaking and got sweats and all that and perspiring and shouting out wild shit in Spanish because he dreads the fact of getting in the ring facing a guy like Crawford, who's a master boxer. Now I know some of y'all who are Canelo fans can be like, oh, hood champion, you're hating. You're taking it to the stupid. I don't think so. I don't think so. I listen to what he says. You know, this would make for a boring fight. That's why he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andre. I think he would have beat Andre, but I just think he's like, he ain't stupid. He's like, man, I'm going to have a tough time catching up to this guy. Now, Demetrius Andre today isn't what he was a couple years ago when he was calling out Canelo. You know, Canelo didn't want nothing to do with him. Oh, you're a horrible fighter, horrible fighter. You know, it's like, okay, it's your opinion, but you wouldn't fight him. And now he's sitting here with Crawford, who's much smaller, but technically Crawford is as sound as it gets. And doesn't seem to have, like he's kind of on the fence because he wants that money, but he's like, if I beat him, I'm not going to get credit. But if I lose, let me tell you, he's worried about if he loses. What does Canelo care about who he beats? People give him a hard time for damn near 80% of his resume. He doesn't seem to care about none of that. So now you care about Terence Crawford. You didn't care when you fought Jamel. And you're going to make hella money. You're going to be handsomely compensated to fight Terence Crawford. Now you care? You didn't care when you fought Amir Khan. You didn't care when you fought Chavez Jr. and drained his ass down. Now you care when it comes to Crawford? Yeah, I ain't buying it. I truly believe that Floyd Mayweather messed that guy up. I really do. There's one thing when he fought Austin Trout, you know, it's one thing, you know, the boxing and all that, but when he got in it with Mayweather, he saw there was levels to the shit. And the fact that there are many, nobody says, this is one thing I'll say, no one says Austin Trout would beat Mayweather. Nobody says that. Prime for prime, Austin Trout wouldn't beat Mayweather. Nobody says that Trout would beat him. Prime for prime, I don't hear anyone saying Erislandy Lara would beat Mayweather. It would be interesting, but I don't hear anybody saying Austin Trout would beat Mayweather. Nobody talks about Bivol Mayweather if they're in the same weight class, because it doesn't even make sense to have that conversation. But in the same weight class, prime for prime, Bivol does not beat Mayweather. But when it comes to Terence Crawford, prime for prime, at whatever weight, a lot of people who say Crawford would beat Mayweather. And you better believe Canelo may think that too. And why would he want to get in the ring with a guy who he feels has all of the tools necessary, all the intangibles to get in the ring, to have, if he had the opportunity, to get in the ring with Mayweather, prime for prime, and beat the guy who wasn't even in his prime, and beat Canelo. Anyway, y'all digest that, mull over that, and don't be biased. Get Canelo's banana out your tailpipe. It's not taking too stupid to be real. Canelo can scrap. He deserves all the credit in the world. But at the same time, he need to go see a mental health associate, get some help, because I know he got that Mayweather PTSD. And Terence Crawford is causing this man to have flare-ups in the breeze.